Hello. Welcome back to another episode of JRNY TV, where we make the complex world of digital finance not so complex for everyone, regardless of your experience. And today we are diving into one of the most exciting prospects for 2025, Binance Coin, known as BNB, and why it might just 10x in the upcoming year. All right, let's cut straight to it. BNB could be one of the biggest winners of 2025, and the reasons? They go way deeper than just hype. While a lot of coins are riding that wave of speculation, Binance Coin, BNB, yeah, it is backed by one of the biggest and baddest ecosystems in all of crypto. It's not just a coin, it is the fuel that powers the Binance machine. And if Binance continues doing what it is doing, BNB might not just go up, it might explode. BNB is basically the lifeblood of Binance, whether it's paying for trading fees, getting into exclusive token sales on Launchpad, or maybe earning rewards across their staking and farming platforms. BNB is everywhere on that exchange. And let's be real, Binance isn't just some average platform, it's the global heavyweight. From NFTs to DeFi, Web3 gaming to payment rails, you name it. Binance is digging roots in every single sector, and BNB is right in the center of it all. So that kind of utility, it's not just bullish. It's not a luxury, it is essential. But here's where it gets spicy. Binance is still expanding, not just in terms of users, but in regulation, tech, infrastructure, and partnerships. And it goes on with big, huge, major institutions. As their reach continues to grow, so does the demand for BNB. And with all of that momentum heading into the 2025 year, it is no surprise why some analysts are now calling for a serious 10x. So if you're stacking long-term plays, BNB definitely deserves a hard look. Here's something a lot of people overlook. Binance isn't just growing, it's everywhere. Seriously, this platform is weaving itself into the global financial fabric faster than most folks realize. From Asia to Europe, from Africa to Latin America, Binance is continuing to roll out localized platforms, fiat on-ramps, and good old regulatory partnerships like it's never been done before, playing 4D chess. And you know what that means? BNB is going global right along with it. Institutions, they're starting to notice too. We're not just talking random VCs. We are talking hedge funds, crypto native firms, and even TradeFi players who are slowly but surely realizing that Binance isn't going anywhere anytime soon. When these guys enter the chat, they're not looking to trade meme coins. They're looking for utility-backed assets with reach. And BNB fits that description to a T. It's required for transaction fees, staking, token launches, you name it. So naturally, the more institutions that use Binance, the more demand piles on to BNB. Now throw in Binance's ambitions to dive deeper into traditional finance, the one and only. Stuff like custody solutions, tokenized assets, and even whispers of banking partnerships, and BNB's potential utility skyrockets. It's not just a token anymore. It is the connective tissue of one of the biggest players in the new financial world. That kind of positioning doesn't come around often. And by the end of 2025, you might just wish that you've loaded up early. Section trace. Now, if we're talking about what really gives BNB its fuel, that's right. It's gotta be Binance Smart Chain, BSC. This thing's been a monster in the DeFi space. While Ethereum users have been crying over gas fees, BSC has been quietly eating up, cookies to Cookie Monster, up all the market share, offering cheap, fast transactions and a smooth on-ramp for new developers and degens alike. It's the go-to chain for folks who want Ethereum-like functionality without the wallet pain. And it's not slowing down anytime soon. The BSC ecosystem has exploded with DeFi projects like PancakeSwap, Venus, and don't forget Beefy Finance. All of them powered by BNB at the core. Every transaction, BNB. Want to farm, stake, or mint? You'll probably need BNB. That demand keeps climbing as more protocols continue to flood in, especially now with the resurgence in altcoins and DeFi hype heading into the middle of the year of 2025. It's like BNB is a backstage pass to everything happening on-chain right now. But here's where it gets even crazier. Binance is still upgrading BSC. We're talking better developer tools, more scalable architecture, and cross-chain capabilities that they can simply plug into other networks seamlessly. No friction. And that kind of forward motion is what separates long-term giants from the short-term hype. As more capital continues to flow into DeFi and BSC continues to dominate as a user-friendly playground, well, BNB is positioned to absolutely rip. If you're betting on growth in the Web3 space right now, you're betting on BNB, whether you know it or not. Section 4. Notably recognizing it's not just some crypto exchange, it's a global juggernaut. While other platforms are getting bogged down by regulations or struggling to scale, Binance is out here setting up shops with a smile on their face in nearly every corner of the world. From Asia to Europe to Latin America, they're localizing services, opening fiat on-ramps, and adapting to whatever regulatory curveballs are thrown their way. That kind of aggressive expansion, it is a huge win for BNB holders as well as the Web3 space. Now let's talk institutions, because behind the scenes, Binance has been laser focused focused on building out its institutional arm, stuff like Binance custody, VIP trading services, and compliance tools that big players actually need. The more institutional capital that enters this space, the more BNB becomes a core piece of the machine. Why? Because institutions using Binance, they need BNB for trading discounts, staking, participation in token sales, governance, you name it. And the more that demand grows, the harder it is to ignore where BNB is headed. Plus, we can't forget that Binance has been forging partnerships like crazy, from fintech collaborations to DeFi crossovers and even talks with traditional finance infrastructure. They're laying the groundwork for BNB to become more than just an exchange token. We're talking about a real-world utility asset that moves across industries. And as these partnerships continue to materialize, we could be looking at a serious leg up for BNB's price trajectory going into 2025. It's not just growth, it is strategic domination. All right, let's get down to it. Can BNB really 10x in 2025? Well, considering we are already in 2025 and everything lining up the way it is, it's definitely looking more and more like a real possibility. Binance isn't just expanding, it's dominating. And with new products dropping, global compliance strategies getting even tighter, and a growing number of institutions joining the party, the BNB token is getting even more use cases by the month. And we've seen time and time again in crypto that utility is in fact king or queen. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Binance has one of the most aggressive token burn mechanisms in this space. Every quarter, they destroy a chunk of BNB supply based on trading volume. And that's not just for show. Less supply, more demand. Classic supply and demand economics. It creates a constant upward pressure on the price, especially when demand spikes like it tends to and during bull markets. And with Binance Smart Chain growing and DeFi NFT activity ramping up again, that pressure is definitely building. Let's also zoom out. Crypto is hitting the mainstream like never before. Governments, corporations, and even celebrities are all diving in. And Binance, you betcha, is right at the center of it all. If the market conditions keep trending bullish and Binance continues executing like they have been, BNB could easily be one of the biggest winners of the next cycle. So yeah, 10x might sound wild, but in this industry, wild is another Tuesday. Don't sleep on it. And that wraps up today's video. What do you think about the altcoins that we covered for today? Do you agree with our picks? Or maybe you have other altcoins on your mind that you believe will explode in 2025. Please do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to JRNY TV, and smash that notification bell so you never miss the latest insights. Thanks for tuning in to JRNY TV. We will see you in the next one.